Final guests today are no stranger to this studio. In fact, they are pretty much part of the Loose family, and they're here to tell us more about their own expanding family with baby number 3 due to arrive in just a couple of weeks. Please welcome Peter and Emily Andre.
Oh, my God. I hope it's not a couple of weeks.
He frightened him there.
Well, did it frighten you?
I said a couple of weeks. I said, really? Yeah.
Well, it's soon. So, and of
a few
course,
weeks, a few. Let's go with a few.
A few. And, of course, we don't know the gender. Now, before we hear everything, you've got to weigh in on our beauty pageant discussion.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think? I'm going to ask Emily first.
So I think, for me, it's... If my kids were, like, really passionate and really wanted to do something, I don't want to stand in their way of doing it. Equally, I'm very much like, I try not to focus too much on their physical appearance. I try to kind of focus on the other things that they're good at, because I think, especially for girls, I think there's quite a lot of pressure, isn't there? So yeah. I'm a bit on the fence, but I probably wouldn't encourage them into it. If they wanted to, then I wouldn't want to stop them, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Pete?
To be honest, it's up to the parent, obviously, but I always had a rule that mine couldn't do anything till they were 16. Anything contractual, anything that would, you know, take them away from school or anything like that. And even when both my eldest two were being asked to do things at 15, they were allowed to do little tiny things, but they weren't allowed to take any time out of school for it or sign a contract till they were 16. Then they both signed contracts at 16. So it doesn't mean that I'm right. It's just my way.
Yeah. Has your way of parenting changed? Because I'm just thinking you've got a big spread now, haven't you?
Mine has definitely changed. I used to the way I used to be to my kids, I used to instill in them... Sorry, I've started talking already.
Go for it.
You should must be used to it by now.
We're just getting your bit out of the way.
Right, I'll get my bit out of the way, yeah.
You're the appetiser.
Basically, the way I was with my kids when Junior was young and Princess were young was what my parents instilled in me. But as they started to grow older, I thought, I like a lot of what they taught us, and a lot of what they taught us were true, but I don't actually agree with some of the things. No disrespect to them, they did great with us. So I didn't change because I had to change with the times. I changed because actually I didn't really agree with some of it. One of the examples was Junior, when he was 3, and I say this all the time, I used to say to him, boys wear blue and girls wear pink and boys kiss girls.
I remember seeing you say that, actually.
Yeah, and then when he was 12, I sat him down and I said, son, we're going to have a chat. And I would explain to him, actually, I don't agree with that. Well, whoever you love, I don't care, as long as... And he said, but am I allowed to love girls? I said, yes, of course. I'm trying to confuse you. I'm just trying to... So, yeah, I have changed so much. You've helped me change a lot as a parent. Your parents, who I absolutely love, have helped me change as a parent too. So it is all of that together, I think. Anyway, your turn. Your turn.
Anyway, Peter.
Yeah. Let's talk about baby number 3. How are you feeling?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm fine. I think, you know, it's definitely been a little bit more challenging this time. Luckily, nothing, you know, everything's overall been absolutely fine. Like, the baby's fine, I've been fine. It's just those little niggles you get in pregnancy. I think I'd either forgot, because it's been a little while, or I'm just older. I think it could be that. But, you know, I'm hobbling around. Bless Pete. It's literally like holding my arm everywhere I go. I put heels on today, which I think was a mistake. I'm going to take them off as soon as I go. But, no, it's lovely. It's such a... You know, I feel so grateful, obviously, all the time. But, yeah, there's been some niggles.
The thing is, you already have kids, don't you? So it is already harder, isn't it? You're tired already.
Exactly. Yeah. And you're running around after them as well as then, oh, my gosh, my
And a doctor.
Yeah.
They're doing that as well, yeah.
Does it make you...
Sorry,
Done.
Oh, no, we had a moment last night where I was helping her up the stairs, and it was one of those sort of one step at a time. And I said, you know what? I said, in 30-odd years, probably less for me, whatever, we're going to have to do this for each other anyway. And she'd say, yeah, but I didn't expect to do it now. So actually it's good practice.
I wasn't planning at 34, like, hobbling up the stairs, but it's going to be better in a few weeks.
You don't know the gender.
No.
Do you have a preference?
I don't have a preference at all,
Is there
actually.
Because we've leaning towards...
We've got 2 boys, 2 girls.
Oh, come on, Pete.
Right, come on. Let's do
Tell us.
I've been lucky because I've had both.
Yes.
And technically, this will be the 6th set of nappies I've changed.
Oh, gosh.
So actually, I really don't know, but preferably a boy.
Right, so do we think you're carrying high with weight on the waist, hips and bum?
Oh,
I mean,
No.
No, not carrying any weight at all.
But it's there.
Because that's a girl, apparently, carrying a low basketball belly. You're definitely not carrying
Basketball
low.
belly?
Glowing skin. You've always got glowing skin.
Thank
no
you.
or low morning sickness and salty cravings, apparently for a boy.
I've been really sick this time.
Have
That's
you?
been the worst. That's been the worst
poor
bit,
thing.
was the
Boy, is that
sickness.
boy? That means
the
a boy.
worst.
Does it?
Yeah. So let's do the ring
what did you
test.
say?
I said,
Let's do the ring test.
This is interesting
What
that
do you need, my
Nadia is
tummy?
telling a doctor.
There you go.
I'm trying to forget she's a doctor.
She's a-
okay,
Nadia's
let's see where we go.
doctor.
Very
Let's see where we
scientific,
go.
this.
Oh, blimey.
Very scientific,
Can you feel that?
What does that
yeah.
mean?
That means...
In a circle.
Oh,
How is it going?
Boy.
It's a
How you don't know
boy.
it.
It's a boy.
Yeah.
fourth boy.
Right.
Circle's a girl.
It's official.
That's it. That's
a
it.
boy.
That's it. There's no
find
more
out.
surprises.
You heard it here first.
There you go. And names have it. So if you don't know, obviously, boy or girl, there's lots of gender-neutral names now. So we
Yeah.
should go for
And we
that.
quite like some of the gender-neutral
We
names.
were saying that,
Yeah.
actually. That there's certain names like Tony that can be for a boy and a girl.
Jamie,
And
Jamie.
There's supposed to be lots of
Jamie.
kids now. They're all
Jamie's
wanting
really
their two
cool.
penny worth on the name as well.
Frank, they all are. That's
Frank.
part of the problem.
Yeah, I can put forward Frank.
Frank.
Oh, you've
So
got Frankie.
I love the name Frank.
See,
I
there
do.
you go. You're
Yeah,
welcome.
I think this is good.
Yeah,
And funnily
I
enough,
like that.
Olivia's one
Yeah.
of Pete's favourites as well. So
Olivia, actually, for a girl, was always my favourite.
Nothing
name.
Greek.
Well, I mean, you could go for Anastasia Andronopoulos, but I think it's just, it's just too much.
What is it again?
Anastasia Andronopoulos.
Ah, yeah.
Sounds pretty
beautiful.
good.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
I
That's
like
nice. Yeah.
That'll
Or
be
Stas
easy
for
to
short.
spell.
Oh, that is cool. That is cool. And all the kids happy and looking forward to the new edition. Yeah.
So much.
They
They're
are.
so
Excited.
sweet. Yeah,
Are you
they're
going to
so
have the same
sweet.
kind of birth? Tempted
So-
to the home birth, now it's the third.
I've had
Remember.
one of each, so I think I'm going to kind of see how it goes a little
Yeah.
bit. Because there's
Yeah.
obviously...
Yeah.
I say this all the time, I think we like to feel we can control these things, but actually, the baby just decides what they're going to do, don't they? They
Yeah,
just
they
decide
do.
how it's going to go, and we kind of have to go
As
with
someone
that.
who's been pregnant on this show before, I can tell you and assure you that it's quite a difficult thing, and I want you to know that I'll
Thank
be there.
you.
for
Oh, isn't
It's
that
quite
sweet?
You made us laugh so
Well,
much
listen,
with that.
so fun.
when
So
baby
funny.
comes, however baby presents itself,
I would
we
love
will
that.
put on the moose with her.
Oh, and it's got boy colours as well.